Are we live? Yeah. Cool. My name is NoobSalmon. This is the Tentacle Remastered. I have some help with me. Howard and Tomato is going to help me with the commentary. They know this game very well, so going to help me a lot. So I'm going to play in the remastered version, but essentially I'm going to play with the old graphics and the old UI because it's actually faster to do that way. So it's going to be a good LucasArts nostalgia feeling after Monkey Island. So I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to give a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. That's there, okay. This game is a bit different than Monkey Island, although the engine is the same. So there's this Dr. Fred dude, and he created some tentacles back in a day, and one of them drinks from a irradiated water, and it grows arms, and this tentacle wants to take over the world. So essentially our heroes are trying to save the world. Instead of playing with one character, we're gonna play with 3 characters. It's gonna be a bit different. We can interchange between them. And the the biggest mechanic in this game is that
I'll just run to the
you can send items to each other by putting in a time machine.
There's something.
Oh yeah, we're trying to save the world by going back in time one day, but things go wrong, and
So as soon as Hoagie
this metalhead dude ends up 200 years in the past. Laverne, who's a girl, ends up 200 years in the future, and Bernard stays in the present. So first, before saving the world, we actually need to go back in the present. Yeah. So also the time machine is a toilet, portable toilet, so we can put stuff into the portable toilet and they can pick him up. So that's how we can send items. Really classy way to do it. So again, you saw that in Monkey Island we can skip dialogues and cutscenes in this game. Pretty much we're gonna do that all over. Instead of skipping cutscenes with escape, we're gonna skip with backspace. It's just a bit different and a bit convenient for if you use one hand for that, but it's gonna be the same. Yeah, pretty much that's the premise of this run. Currently Laverne is not unlocked, and I will tell soon why. Yeah, so we're gonna send some items to Hoagie if I can. The mouse acceleration is a bit weird on my side, but it's fine. We're gonna give some keys to this dude, and he gives us a crowbar, which is more useful for some reason.
What?
He thinks that he can open this car with it, but whatever. Alright, so yeah, quickly I try to explain how things you can interact with in this game. Normally you can do one action at a time, but there are very rare cases where you can buffer inputs, which is basically a glitch. I will try to do them. They save like a few frames at most, but they look cool, so I will try to show them off for you. And they add up in the end, so worth going for all of them pretty much. Yeah, so we're gonna exchange this gun to a flag gun, which we're gonna need here. There we go, and we're gonna get some exploding cigars from this guy. Sadly, we have to skip the cutscene where Bernard's face blows up, but just imagine that it's an exploding cigar. Also, there's this chattering teeth, which is his own sentient being. I don't know what it is. Just let's just go with it. Anyways, so actually, that glitch I mentioned is coming up. I tried to do it soon. It's not actually here. I'm just sending some stuff. Pick up this time. Oh, I still had the flushing sounds every time. It's so cool. But yeah, again, it's a portable toilet. So we're gonna put Dr. Fred to sleep by adding him decaf coffee, and he will sleepwalk. That's important. I try to do this glitch here by actually can turn on the TV and then move out of the room at the same time. It's pretty precise. We try to do it. First, we're gonna need to pick up this guy's very cool sweater.
Ew,
Let's try to do it.
Wet.
Didn't get it. It's fine. There will be more time for these glitches, but normally you can move out and play the or turn on the TV at the same time. And it looks kind of weird because Bernard just slides away. It's kind of funny. Here's the good tentacle, the green tentacle. He actually called us to help with this situation that we are having. So I'm gonna turn on this wheel, so this fake bar falls off the ceiling. Actually turn off this thing just because it's actually not faster, but there are weird audio glitches with the music, so I don't want to get glitchy here, to be honest. I'm gonna pick up this hamster, put some faking here, and I'm gonna switch to Hoagie now. Quickly. And here comes another trick. I try to do it and then explain it, if I can. It's actually a pixel perfect fun. Okay, I got it. Nice. So what I did there was called Hoagie Warp. Also, I did the glitch here too. I just put the flyer in the stuff at the same time I moved. Also, here's George Washington, because the founding fathers are here for some reason for America. Don't worry about it. And Hoagie Warp is essentially if the character passes the door. Normally, he has an animation that he goes in the door and he shows in the window. That's like takes like 1.5 seconds every time. But that's slow, so if he passes the line of the door, you can just click away and then he will just warp into the house, which is cool. And it saves like 1.5 seconds every time, so I have to go for them pretty much every time. Also, I just use this buffering input technique to open the closet and pick up the bucket at the same time. So it looks cool, but it saves like, I don't know, 5 frames at most, so yeah, that's the most that we got from this cool point-and-click adventure game. That's the most glitchiest stuff here. Okay, so here is Dr. Fred's ancestor, Dr. I think Red Edison, his name. And obviously we're in the past, so we cannot power up our time machine with electricity, so we have to build a super battery for it. And we just gave him the plans, and we need 3 items from it. We're gonna get them, but also our main plan is to unlock the third character, Laverne here, who is stuck in the future on a tree, so that's why she's unavailable. So we're gonna make a mess here, pull the cord, so the maid comes in, and we can steal her soap. It's very important. And that's actually I think pretty much the only thing you combine into.
The water's all sudsy.
The water is sudsy, yeah. That was the point. Steal the wine, and we're gonna talk with a talking horse, but we're gonna skip the.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, Howard's kind of like that, but we skip the dialogue with him. Alright, here comes actually the hardest trick, so I will concentrate very hard here.
Sorry.
Too late.
I messed up. So basically he picks up the hammer sometimes, and you can get really fast and he doesn't pick it up, so you get the good cycle, but I messed up. I was shaky a bit. It's like saves like 3 seconds, it doesn't matter too much if you miss it, but it feels good every time.
Where am I gonna put it?
No, come on. So we'll have to lure this cat away so we can pick up the mouse toy. And we have to change the matrices because otherwise we can't pick up the mouse toy. Also, we're gonna be causing a safety hazard by putting a blanket over the chimney, so these guys live in the chimney room, or what is it, fireplace room. And we just have to go back to that room that George Washington were. So I think we have time for like 1 or 2 donations while we go back there.
That's perfect. We have a $20 donation by Planks72 saying, during ESA winter I lost my grandmother to Alzheimer's, and I wish for nobody else to go through the heartache of seeing their loved one's mind slip away, even though they may be physically healthy. And, well, thank you for your donation. Also, I want to take this opportunity to plug Twitch. I want to thank Twitch for sponsoring ESA Summer 19 and for their continued support for other speedrunning events. If you subscribe with Twitch Prime or just subscribe to our channel, and if you cheer, all the money made for that goes directly to the Swedish Alzheimer Foundation. So use your Twitch Prime subs now and donate for a good cause. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So there's this urban myth, probably American people know it, that when George Washington was young, he liked to cut down cherry trees, or at least his father's cherry tree. And when his father asked him that who did it, he said it was him.
Whoa.
So did urban myth just telling people that George Washington never lied? So, but there is, since there is no cherry tree outside, we have to paint the tree to look like a cherry tree. Makes sense.
Lost it, have I? Oh.
So it will make George Washington cut that tree, and actually Laverne is stuck on that tree in the future. So we just unlocked her by that. Very smart. We're gonna watch this carriage, and then we're just gonna switch to Laverne now. The future will look a bit weird. Get ready. So the tentacles took over the world, actually. So all the humans are prisoners. So it's actually, we cannot just walk around freely. So we have to be smart about this. We're gonna steal this tentacle chart, and we're gonna try to escape. And this guy will just put us back to the prison cell that we were in. And we have to use the bathroom now. But there are no human bathrooms, so we have to go outside, sadly. Very inhuman ways. Alright, so since Laverne is outside, that she can send us stuff now, we can send her stuff. That was the importance of going out to the bathroom. And Dr. Fred is sleepwalking right now. So right now we are trying to be a very cool person and just learn the codes for his safe. So we can steal a contract. Not nice. Also, very important thing to say, you cannot put living things into the time machine because it's a toilet. So we're gonna send this hamster to the future by putting it in the ice machine, which is much more human. Don't worry about it. It will survive, don't worry. Okay. So since we learned the combination of the safe here, we can just open it. This will be useful for us. Pick up the Swiss bank book. Open this. Gonna give it to Laverne. And actually, the other thing that we're not gonna use the time machine is the sending the sweater in the future. So the good way to send things in the future, if it's closed, then just put it in a washing machine and put like thousands of coins, so it goes for forever. It actually takes 200 years for this program to go on. Yeah, that also makes sense. Pick up this funnel, don't forget it. And so what happened is that since Dr. Fred is sleepwalking, he got captured by the IRS because he had some tax fraud problems. So we're gonna rescue him. That's him actually. For some reason they put him in a red bandage. That's gonna be actually convenient for us, but I don't know how it's convenient for the actual story. I don't know. They just put it there. So we're gonna rescue him. We're gonna send this crank to Laverne. The way they're gonna help him is that we're gonna go outside a bit. Before that, I'm gonna kill this clown. He's a bad clown. He's a bad clown, so don't worry about it. Okay. You have to send this box of love to Laverne. Send this fake barf to Laverne. Don't worry, it's fake. Not real. So what we're gonna do is actually paint this mummy red. It was actually the ancestor of Dr. Fred, so it's actually very weird that they put their, you know,
Ted is red.
someone in a...
See, red Ted.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot something. Oh, dang. I forgot the rope. I have to go back. Okay. So I think... okay. No. I have to put the rope there. Okay, so I think we have time for a quick donation because I messed it up. If we have any. Or not, maybe.
Very cool.
Anyways, so I put the that rope in the poly, so we can use this. No, go back. The hitbox of this rope is terrible. There we go. So we're gonna pull this mummy up and exchange it with Dr. Fred. These cutscenes are actually really good, but I sadly have to skip them because, you know, speedrun. But if you wanna play this game, play by yourself, and it's gonna be fun. It's actually pretty fun in casual play. So Bernard will fall down obviously because he pulled that mummy up. Basic physics, and we're gonna exchange the two bodies now.
So do we have time for a few more donations?
Maybe a quick one. Yeah.
Okay, so we got $6.9 from Run Like AJ, saying, "I'm a simple man. If I see the tricolor of red, white, green and it's horizontal, I donate. Good luck to NoobSalmon and of course each and every one of you." Thank you for your donation.
Thanks, AJ. So, okay, head in chat, please. This was embarrassing. Yeah. So we cannot skip this animation. So I'm trying to put. Okay, so this is also hard to put. The ropes hitbox is terrible. It's just so bad. So we're gonna put the rope on Dr. Fred, and we're gonna pull the rope again. And there we go. We save Dr. Fred. So we only need Dr. Fred to sign a contract, basically, sadly. So we get the money to buy the diamond so we can power up the time machine. What happened? Cannot right click? Okay, there we go.
I got the. Oh, forget. Oh, I guess. Well.
So I don't really know the story of it, but you have to sign a contract and send it to the past. So essentially in the future, which is the present, we get the money from to buy a diamond. That's all we need to know. So that's why we're sending this signed contract to Hoki. We'll put a stamp on it and send it to somewhere to get the money. Okay, there we go.
Sounds like a scam.
Yes, essentially. We are really nice people and we need the diamond. I got the Hoagie warp again. And so another funny part is coming up, so we're gonna switch to Laverne quickly because we're almost done with everything to be collected to her. And one more thing. There we go. So here's Betsy Ross, who was the designer of the American flag. So what we're gonna do is actually change the American flag in the past, so we can dress up as the American flag here. You will see how it looks soon. So since we are, you know, slaves basically, we cannot walk around freely, except we're gonna be a tentacle now, or we dress up as one. So this is the new American flag. This is canon.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. I think it looks better. So now we are a tentacle and we can walk freely. So with Laverne, what we need to do is actually win beauty contest. Not with her, but in this future, humans act like, so the tentacles can nominate their humans as for beauty contests, which is again not very nice. But so we picked up the frozen hamster. It's still frozen, but it will be nice. Don't worry. Send the vinegar to Honky. So the way we will do this is also, so this game is really obsessed with mummies, so we're gonna use a mummy to win the beauty contest. It looks terrible now, but it will look better, don't worry. So we will send him to the place.
You're ready to go now.
By pushing him.
Not my style.
Not the flamingo, but the extension cord. But there is one contender that is really beautiful, named Harold. So we're gonna get rid of him. And we're gonna make the mummy look really cool by putting the horse teeth, the spaghetti, the box of laughs on him, and use the fork on his head. It's really nice, right? So there are three categories. Basically, the best hair, best smile, and best laugh, and we have to win all of them to win the final prize.
Hey.
Go.
Hey.
There we go. We won all of them.
Well, you
It's a very emotional moment. So we have a trophy now and the dinner certificate. And actually the trophy is useless in this run. The food certificate is definitely gonna be very useful later on. So we have to go outside now, and we're gonna catch a cat by putting this white, what is it called? I don't know, paint to the fence. Okay, I'm gonna put the cord here so we can power up the time machine later. That's what it looked like, by the way. It's a toilet. Okay. And okay, so we're gonna unfreeze the hamster now. So by the time I do that, we can read a couple of donations, and maybe if you have time.
Yes, we do. We have a $10 donation by Megamix Mike saying DOTT is my favorite game of all time. Also $15 by Summer B76 saying love Day of the Tentacle. Always fun to see speedruns of point-and-click adventure games. And ESA is a good charity event. Keep up the great work. Thank you guys for your donations. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks very much. So we painted this cat's back white, so they think that it's a skunk. So the guard next to the grandfather clock will disappear now. So we can actually use this to use the generators to fire up our time machine. So we're done with 11. I'm gonna put this small sweater that we washed to the
This
hamster.
ought to warm him up.
This will warm him up, yeah. So it's fine now, don't worry. Don't call Pete on me. There we go. He's playing a trick on us, but we can pick him up again and just power up. Yeah, basically that's why we need the hamster, to power up the generator. That was all it's about. Use the cord with the outlet. We are done with level. Cool. Go back to Hoagie, and actually not much stuff to do left to do for Hoagie. So we're gonna give him the 3 items that we need for the super battery, which is oil, gold, and vinegar, and we got all of it conveniently. There we go. I'm gonna quickly make the battery, which we're gonna immediately steal. There we go. So it's not charged yet, so we need to charge it. Thankfully, also, Benjamin Franklin is here in this mansion, and he's just about to do his electricity experiments. So we're gonna give him this lab coat, so he can make a kite out of it. And we're gonna put the battery into this kite's pocket.
No!
Now, okay. Very tight timing on that push. There we go, just skip that, and imagine that, you know, the lightning struck in the kite, and it's now, for some reason it works, it's charged. Alright, so it's charged, so we can power up our time machine. And we have only Bernard left to do. And only thing that he needs to do is to buy a diamond so everyone can use their time machine. There we go, so let's use the phone. I'm gonna skip a lot of dialogues, so if you have maybe 1 or 2 messages to read now, it's a good time.
Alright, we had a $5 anonymous donation going towards the Gothic No Out of Bounds Speed War, choosing the language Polish. But German is still in the lead with $119. Polish is second with $76, and English is third with $30. So get your donations in for the language of Gothic.
Alright. So a lot of stuff happened, but I just skipped them. Essentially, we got back in the present, but Purple Tentacle used the time machine to go back again one day ahead. So these three guys use one time machine, and what it does is just morph them together. Also, we can make some good music here while we wait to grow up to pick up this bowling ball. There we go, and the run's gonna end actually soon. It's like 30 seconds maybe. So we need to defeat the tentacle army. Oh yeah, he also cloned himself, so a bunch of tentacles in the present. It's very scary. It's gonna get rid of them.
Great! Now...
And not yet, but soon. We have to pick some dialogues with this guy. Just walk around and go back, and that will be the end. Oh, I went over estimate. Oh, dang. Whatever.
It's okay.
Just a bit. I actually did a practice run this week and accidentally PB'd. So
Classic.
classic. So alright, get ready on time, and
Just
this one, this
sounds
one, this
You
one,
could...
and that's time. Alright, so I'm gonna skip this. Try to skip this quickly. And I will try to show you the end with the credit scene. But in the meantime, thanks everyone. Thanks Howard and Tomato for commentaries, pretty cool. And also I want to thank the Sweetie Adventures community, who's specialized in point-and-click games. I think Firepo mentioned, but they have their own website and Twitch channel. They do like marathons and stuff. They're really cool people. So if you want to run any point-and-click game, it's, you can check them out. Also, quick thanks for the Hungarian Speedrunning community as well. They're pretty cool people. Thanks AJ for your donation. Also, I'll be running Oblivion later, so check that out too. Okay, so essentially it turns out that we are in the same clothes, so we are not actually morphed together. And also at the end, Bernard says everything can go back in normal, and then immediately this happens. So this is the official American flag now. It's canon, the end. So thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon.